So how can we look at negative emotions better as a Christian, as a person that is following Christ, man? This is one of the biggest breakthroughs that I have hit recently that I feel that I want to share with you guys, because it's just so important for every single one of us to realize how valuable those negative emotions, like those strong emotions that you feel, whether it's anger, whether it's guilt, whether it's anything like that, how valuable it can actually be for your growth as a person. Because a lot of times we look at that, we're like, oh, I feel angry and I'm following Jesus. Am I bad? I feel guilty. Am I bad? I feel negative. Am I bad? I have negative thoughts about this person. Am I bad? It doesn't work out very well when we just think about it like that, because we start feeling like beating up on ourselves and we just feel guilty overall. And we don't want to, like, we're just thinking that it's not supposed to happen. But this is a big breakthrough that I've hit because I've had people kind of enlighten me in the fact that negative emotions aren't always something to be like running away from completely. It's something that helps us if we can look at it in a positive light. Like, hey, in a neutral state, like we can look at it, hey, these negative emotions, they're not so terrible. They're not so bad. We're all going to have negative emotions. We're human. We're people that are doing our stuff. And if we can see those negative emotions as something that can enlighten us in terms of help us grow in an area, we stop feeling such a strong, even negativer emotion. I don't know if negativer is a word, but a negativer emotion towards those bad emotions. When we feel those negative emotions, we're like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. And it makes me upset that I'm upset. And you go down this whole hill and you're just falling down a hill over and over and over again. But if you look at it in a way like, okay, why am I feeling this emotion? It's okay. Firstly, I accept this emotion. I'm not running away, trying to run as far away from these negative emotions as I can. All of a sudden, they stop having power over us. If we can laugh at these negative emotions that we're feeling and realize that we are just freaking human, we become powerful and we become the ability to just like look at it and, work it out a lot faster. Like, I'll give you an example for myself. I used to feel like when me and my girlfriend would have like an argument or something and it would make me upset. I don't like that. I don't like that because I'm a positive person and I feel like, why am I getting upset about this? Why is this angering me or something like that? And yeah, in the past, it was something that, because I was angry, it made me more upset and it made it harder for us to converse, because like, I'll be like, why did she have to get upset about this? Because now it's making me upset. Now, blah, 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 blah. I know you guys probably felt that before. And it's just like this downward spiral that we can go into. But once I started being able to take the power away from it and being able to say like, I'm mad about this, and laugh about it, like I'm mad about this and I don't know why. Or I'm mad about this and it's just funny that I'm mad about this. Or yeah, just being able to laugh at it in a general way and being able to say like, hey, this is interesting. Let's see what I can learn from this. Let's see why I'm mad about this. Let's see why this got to me. Let's see how we're going to go about this conversation. Maybe it goes terrible. I can still laugh about it and be like, oh, that conversation that we were trying to have about this freaking thing went absolutely terrible. That's okay. That's where it started to take the power away, and I'm starting to figure out this stuff a lot faster and really just like get back into that positive, loving state, loving, positive, hopeful, joyful, whatever you want to say, a lot faster. And the thing that I realized is that a lot of the times when we have these things, a lot of times they're some of the best gifts that God is going to send you. Those negative emotions help us work out something that help us grow. So for me, sometimes I used to think about it like, me and my girlfriend are so different. We have so many different things. And I'm sure you have somebody in your life like this that you can relate to. Why are we so different? Why is it so hard sometimes? Why is it like, sometimes it feels like whatever you want to say the word is, it can be toxic sometimes. It can be back and forth. We can just be so, we get into these states. I think y'all understand that. And then I saw this video from this dude, I think it was like Dr. K, and he said that some of the best relationships are the ones where you are not actually going to have be very similar sometimes, because it causes you to grow. When you're with somebody that you're not very similar to, you have to learn about that unconditional love, learn from those experiences and be able to grow as a person. It causes you to grow as a person. And I have seen that absolutely, man. Oh my gosh, that's a big bug. But being in a relationship where we have very different opinions, very different ways that we view stuff, helped me grow in the unconditional love category, in the ability to just be somebody that can like navigate those emotions on my end. It is so amazing. I realize it's so amazing. And you guys probably have this same situation in something. Maybe there's somebody that really freaking upsets you, somebody that really gets you angry, somebody that really can provoke emotions from you. But if you could realize, like, hey, it's not bad that I have those emotions, and it's something that I want to grow from, that's where it gets fun. Because all of a sudden you start seeing it as growth opportunities. And now I'm somebody that can really regulate not just my emotions with my girlfriend, but my emotions in general. Because I had those negative emotions when we were doing that stuff, I was like, okay, I could look at it from something going on over there, my bad. Something fell out of nowhere. But because I can look at it from a neutral standpoint, I'm like, okay, why am I feeling this? How can I get out of this? And it forces you to try to look at different ways of doing that and look at freaking growth opportunities. Like for myself, I do gratitude in the morning now. I do gratitude every single morning. And even in those moments, I'll start to do gratitude. Oh, my bad. I'll start to do gratitude in those moments, and it can get me from an angry state or an upset state, a bothered state, into a positive state, enjoying the day a lot faster. And that's something that helps me anywhere I go. So I just want you guys to realize that thing that you might be dealing with right now, it can be looked at as a thing that is very hard. You're wondering why God put this in your path. You're wondering why you have to deal with this. Why can't you just be positive all the time? Why can't you just not have those negative emotions? But if you can accept those negative emotions, take them in, and start looking at them from a neutral standpoint and being like, okay, how can I grow from there? You start getting excited. You start realizing that you can take the power away. You can laugh about these things and see what is the gift that God has hidden in that thing. I love you guys. Hope you're doing amazing. Let me know the person, the thing, the situation that can get this out of you. Love you guys. Talk to you in the comments below. Peace.